Alright, what is up everybody? Thank you for joining me. This is Jay Dumont bringing you episode 35 of Let's Nerd with Pathfinder Kingmaker. I think someone just told me to shut up. Did you hear that? Maybe it was just my imagination. Alright, so we seem to have some free time on our hands. I was thinking of doing a project to raise Jubilost level. I think we're gonna head towards Silverstep Lake and do some more exploration. Maybe I should do a project.
I'll go ahead.
You go ahead. 14 days. It is the 9th. That would take us to the 23rd. I've got a few days to adventure. Let's get some rations this time. We have some reading material. Boom. I'm going to do some reading on the road.
The path is clear.
Feeling a bit under the weather. I had a migraine today. It's easing up just a little bit now, so fingers crossed. I guess we can rock and roll with this party. Bring Harem around a little bit. I want to get Ragongar going, but I'd have to leave Jaethal behind, and that's just not going to happen. Amiri's too strong of a fighter to leave her. Should I bring Ragongar? Switch it up a bit. I don't know how to use him at all. Oh, she just picked up a sweet new glaive. Let's check out Ragongar. He's probably gonna level up from like level 3. He's a magus. When in doubt, save. And when in save, when you haven't saved, doubt. See, but then we're gonna have to equip him. He's level 2, Eldritch Scion. I have no idea what his deal is. Magus Arcana. Spontaneous casting, you can cast it spontaneously. He would be replacing Amiri. Oh man. What do we even know about this fellow? He's got blue draconic blood. At second level, whenever a magus casts a spell with a range of touch from the magus spell list, he can deliver this spell through any weapon he's wielding as part of a melee attack. Instead of the free melee touch attack normally allowed to deliver this spell, a magus can make one free melee attack with his weapon as part of casting the spell. If successful, the melee attack deals its normal damage as well as the effects of the spell. If the magus makes this attack in concert with spell combat, the melee attack takes all the penalties accrued by spell combat melee attacks. Spell combat. At first level, a magus learns to cast spells and wield his weapons at the same time. This functions much like two-weapon fighting, but the offhand weapon is a spell that's being cast. To use this ability, the magus must have one hand free while wielding a light or one-handed melee weapon in the other hand. As a full round action, he can make all of his attacks with his melee weapon at a -2 penalty, and can also cast any spell from the mage's spell list with a casting time of 1 standard action. Any attack roll made as part of the spell also takes this penalty. So the thing about him, I'd have to give him the sickle and give Jethal the glaive +2. First of all, let's see how that would work out for her. Ooh, +12. Not good, not good. As much as I want to try Vagangar, I don't know, man. Her +15, 10 to 19. She's wicked with that. She is wicked with that, and she's pretty good with the sickle. Valerie's our stalwart defender. Octavia's who I'm trying to romance. Do we have Jethal take a seat? I love her though. That would be the most ideal idea. What kind of armor does Vagangar use? Light armor. He is proficient with light armor. Okay. Let's give him the sickle. Already he's at a +8 and he's only level 2, so he's got some juice in his attacks. Gonna need that ring of protection back. Resistance cloak. Oh, she's my perception character, bro. He's getting the eyes of the eagle. Sorry, Jethal. I hate that I have to have her sit out for a minute. I hope you guys don't find this too boring, like setting up a new character. He's my perception now. Raise his AC a bit since he's going to be in there doing his thing. Oh, that's not ideal for him. He can wear that helmet, looks pretty cool on him. We have a lot of leveling up to do, and I know I'm going to screw it up horribly, but I love that keen elven curved blade. Oh no, he can't use it, so... Did I say I know I'm going to screw this up horribly? Let's quick save. Alright. I have no idea what an Eldritch Scion is about, or a Magus. He's already got 19 AC at level 2, so he's doing pretty good. I guess he can't use many scrolls. True Strike. Bark, Skin. Oh, you can use the Scroll of Acid Arrow. Raven Enfeeblement, sure. Alright, so Let's give this a shot. As he gains level, Magus learns arcane secrets tailored to his specific way of blending martial puissance and magical skill. Starting at 3rd level, a Magus gains 1 Magus Arcana. He gains an additional Magus Arcana for every 3 levels of Magus attained after 3rd level. Unless specifically noted in a Magus Arcana description, a Magus cannot select a particular Magus Arcana more than once. Oh man, I have no idea what I'm doing. Maybe give him intimidating prowess. Alright, so... oh boy. +2 on perception checks. You can gain this feat multiple times, granting you an increase to your arcane pool each time you take this feat. Oh. The Magus can expel 1 point from his arcane pool as a swift action to grant himself an insight bonus equal to his charisma bonus on all attack rolls till the end of his turn. Whenever the Magus... I've said that word like 3 different ways. Whenever the Magus uses the wand, he calculates the DC for any spell it contains using his charisma modifier, instead of the minimum modifier needed to cast a spell at that level. The Magus can activate a wand or staff in place of casting the spell when using spell combat. I think we'll do that. Seems like you have to micromanage him quite a bit. So we'll start with extra arcane pool, I think. I think it's level 1 spell. So he can cast these immediately as he's attacking. Stone Fist. Spell transferring your hands into living stone. When the spell's in effect, your unarmed strikes do not provoke attack. No. Flare Burst. Spell functions as flare, except it affects creatures in a 10-foot radius burst from the target point. Fortitude negates. Well, Corrosive Touch. He's got Shocking Grasp, Burning Hands, Reflex Save. Any creature in the area of flames take 1d4 fire damage per cast level, so 3d4. Or 3d4 on one creature with no save. Let's go with Corrosive Touch. So I'm sure I'm going to screw this up proficiently. Screw this up. Bonus Magus. How am I going to pronounce it? Magus. Magus. At 5th level and every 6 levels thereafter, a Magus gains a bonus feat in addition to those gained from normal advancement. These bonus feats must be selected from those listed as combat or magic feats. You must meet the prerequisites for these feats as normal. A Magus can expend 1 point from his arcane pool as a swift action to grant any weapon he's holding a +1 enhancement bonus for a minute. For every 4 levels beyond the 4th, the weapon gains another +1 enhancement. These bonuses can be added to the weapon, stacking with existing weapon enhancement to a maximum of +5. Multiple uses of the ability don't stack. At 5th level, these bonuses can be used to add any of the following weapon properties: Flaming, Flaming Burst, Frost, Icy Burst, Keen, Shock, Shocking Burst, or Speed. Adding these properties consumes an amount of bonus equal to the property's base price modifier. These properties are added to any weapon, the weapon already has, but duplicates do not stack. If the weapon's not magical, at least a +1 enhancement bonus must be added before any other properties can be added. These bonuses and properties are decided when the arcane pull point is spent and cannot be changed until the next time the Magus uses his ability. These bonuses do not function if the weapon is wielded by anyone other than the Magus. Unlike typical Magus, Magi. Eldritch Scions do not study tomes of magic or spend time learning to combine martial magical skills. Rather, Eldritch Scions find that their spells and abilities come to them instinctively. Matches his lore. Well, he's replacing Jaethal. Let's give him a little constitution. He's going to be in the thick of things. Not the smartest cracker in the barrel. Level 2 spells, alright. Frigid Touch, 4d6, no saving throw. Target to be staggered for a round. The attack is a critical hit, the target is staggered for a minute. Nice. And, an enemy in close range, you blast your enemies with a searing beam of fire. You may fire one ray plus one additional ray for every 4 levels beyond 3rd. Each ray is a ranged touch attack to hit and deals 46 points of fire. Get that too. Mirror image. Spell creates a number of illusory doubles of you that inhabit your square. These doubles make it difficult for enemies to precisely locate and attack you. The mirror image is cast, 1d4 images plus 1 image per 3 caster levels are created. 1d5 or 1d6, 1d4 plus 2. These images remain in your space and move with you, mimicking your movements, sounds, and actions exactly. Whenever you're attacked or on the target of a spell that requires an attack roll, there's a possibility the attack targets one of your images instead. If the attack is a hit, roll randomly to see whether the selected target is real or a figment. If it's a figment, the figment is destroyed. If the attack misses by 5 or less, one of your figments is destroyed by the near miss. Area spells affect you normally and do not destroy any of your figments. Spells and effects that do not require an attack roll affect you normally and do not destroy any of your figments. Spells that require a touch attack are harmlessly discharged if used to destroy a figment. An attacker must be able to see the figments to be fooled. If you are invisible, if the attacker is blind, the spell has no effect, while the normal mischance still applies. Let's give him Scorching Ray. Alright, he gets a Magus Arcana. Resist Energy. Grants a creature. Okay, we know what resist energy is. Arcane 11 plus 2. Improved initiative. Now the bonus Magus feat. That's improved initiative. Alright, so this one will be maximum possible effect. That could be pretty cool. Although I was thinking of giving him arcane armor training and medium armor. Let me make sure I'm not screwing him up by wearing Blue dragons are consummate schemers and obsessively orderly. In combat, blue dragons prefer to surprise foes if possible and are not above retreating if the odds turn against them. Magus is proficient with all simple and martial weapons. With light armor, he can cast magic spells while wearing light armor without incurring the normal arcane spell failure chance. Magus wearing medium armor, heavy armor, or shield incurs the chance of arcane spell failure. So let's get him proficient with medium armor. And how about another person to cast web? Sure. And away we go. And arcane medium armor without incurring the arcane spell failure. Okay. Whew. So we didn't waste that. Oh my gosh. At least he doesn't get the arcane spell failure. When the Magus enchants his weapon using an arcane pool, he may spend 1 additional point to increase the duration of the enchantment to 1 minute per Magus level. He can expend 1 point from arcane pool as a swift action, allowing him to anticipate his opponent's defenses. Enemies are denied their dex bonus against the Magus' attack until the end of the Magus' next turn. Let's get prescient attack. Another level 2 spell. Strength. I think will be good. One more time. Arcane weapon goes to +3. At least he's athletic. Should consider getting him intimidating prowess now. Adds a strength modifier to intimidate checks, which we still haven't used once in the game. Let's get more of that extra arcane pool. He gets a level 1 and a level 3. So level 1. I think he can get magic missile. Lightning Bolt. You release a powerful stroke of electrical energy that deals 1d6 points of electricity damage per caster level, 7d6 to each creature within the area. The bolt begins at your fingertips. Boom. And Octavia has haste. Vampiric Touch. You must succeed on a melee touch attack. Deals 1d6 per 2 caster levels. So about 3d6. You gain temporary hit points equal to the damage you deal. Boom. Once more. Fighter Training. Magus counts half his total Magus level as his fighter level for the purpose of qualifying for feats. If he has levels in fighters, they stack. Dexterity bonus of 1. Another person to cast haste. Yeah, let's give him Fireball. Something we haven't used much. Boom, we did it. Our Eldritch Scion / Magus, Magus, Magus.
I'll go ahead.
Megas, whatever, is loaded. Probably screwed it up. But what are you gonna do? Let's go get him some medium armor. I guess I kind of still wasted that medium armor feat. But as soon as I do this, I'm gonna go get another cup of coffee. And then we're gonna do some heavy adventuring in the east to the Camelands. We'll explore the Magus' abilities. So we should have some good medium armor in the chest. See what we've got here. Breastplate +2 is a thought. Chainmail +2. That's first. Gloves of dueling. Alright, so I think this plate +2, or I'm also considering the hide armor +3. He gets 4 max dexterity. Yeah, we'll go with the breastplate +2. Going to equip it for his chain shirt, as we wasted a feat, of course, but that could have been intimidating prowess. The Magus, I pronounce it different every time, I'm sorry. The Magus gains extra feats anyway as he levels up, so. Bong bong, I will BRB. And we're back. Alright, Ragongar just needs his cloak here. And he's ready to go. Pretty respectable numbers, similar to JFO. Probably similarly as evil, maybe not quite as bad, I don't know. We'll find out in our serene kingdom. So I'll return in a few days. Probably do a project before the end of the month. Increase our treasury. So I'm gonna head east. Let's see what I can find, because we've pretty much he's found most of the stuff up here. Seems to be a tricky area, so. What happened in the kingdom? Must know. Oh. Now upgrade settlements in your barony. Every 3 villages you acquired in your domain will enable you to upgrade one of them to a town level, provided that 6 or more slots are occupied in that village. The first upgrade must take place in the capital. Complete the relevant project in the project tab to start an upgrade. Once the upgrade is complete, the number of slots in the settlement increases to 20. The list of buildings will expand. 3 or more towns in your barony and at least 16 occupied building slots in the capital will enable you to upgrade the capital to city. don't have the BP. Oh well. We'll return with some goodies. Buy some BP, maybe sell some of our lesser used magical items. Alright, that goes all the way up to Nettles Crossing. Let's come down this way. Check out Lake Silverstep Village. We should fight. What's the worst that could happen? Goblins. In the snow, it's snowing.
Consider me provoked.
Tear them apart!
Lots of goblins. Oh, slaughtering goblins. Who's this fast? Mary. Did that goblin just say shit? Learning common quickly. These goblins. Alright, so let's see what kind of micromanagement we're in for here. You can grow claws as an extra attack. Keen. Do those for a round. Not too bad.
A simple request.
He's a big dude. Like a big dude. He might have the next size upgrade to where he can attack from 6 feet away. Maybe not. Lonely Barrow. Gobbies. Ooh, let's check out the ancient mine. A dark pit leads deep into a mound-like hill. Before the entrance lies a flat, overgrown area that looks like a perfect foundation for buildings. If there was ever a settlement here in the past, then time or some other relentless force has certainly left no trace of it.
I need to catch my breath.
In due time, Octavia. I said we're adventuring heavy in this episode.
I'll go ahead.
This looks like Ratnook Hill. I ain't mad at him for using maps though. Oh, hello. Ancient Wyvern. Is it Wyvern or Wyvern? I would call it Wyvern.
A solid plan.
I think we can take this thing pretty well and good. You know what? Go ahead and enchant your item once. Go ahead and rage a bit. Get some of that archaeologist luck. You gotta get some of that stalwart defense. Man, it gets a lot of attacks per round. It had an amulet on it? Natural armor +2. Well, I'll be a Wyvern's uncle. Dodge against range. Let's give natural armor +2. should really give that to Harem. No, we're good. We're good. The words on the ancient stone are barely visible. Property of the House Trestian. Valerie just died. That is not good, and I forgot to buy a scroll of Raised Dead. Usually I'll live with the deaths, but I'm wondering if I should turn Death's Door back on. Is that all that's here? Is an ancient wyvern? We can't go in the mine?
I'll cut you!
Mess it up. Mess it up. Alright, she's taking a venom, so let's see if we can
The end draws near.
treat her affliction and also restore her.
I am yours to command.
Just taking a wee bit of constitution damage.
I'll go ahead.
This used to be a house Trestrin. Mine. Well, we'll take our amulet +2 and 360 XP. Let's actually give that to Harem because she's using a glaive, so. Let's give her the natural armor +1. She was biting the wyvern, did you see that?
I need to catch my breath.
Soon enough, Octavia. You can sleep in my tent tonight. If old Reg is okay with it. Or Reg.
My strength betrays me.
Does it? Lake Silverstep. This small fishing village sits snugly on the shore of Lake Silverstep. Say that 10 times fast. The most noticeable landmark nearby is a big cliff that rises over the lake, the location's highest point. The local villagers live off the fish in the lake, but these accommodations often lead to conflict. The local Nixies have taken a fancy to the picturesque countryside, and they don't think very highly of their noisy neighbors. Interesting. A fishing village. Would be cool if there were more villages. I haven't seen many villages yet. We were invited to Varnhold by Magar Varn himself.
I'll go ahead.
Let's check that out. Hello, hello. hunter's letter. You know, Lissa, my father always used to scold me, saying, Ivar, you shouldn't wag your tongue so much. I never listened. Remember the day of matchmaking? The headman's son came to you, gave you those nice boots only city ladies wear, and his servants brought a barrel of honey and a crate of sausages. Then Mengar the smith came, brought an ornate door casing, skillfully crafted locks, and piles of other housewares. Said he was going to decorate a house for the two of you with all he crafted. I came late in the evening after all of them had left, and all I brought was a bunch of wild flowers. I set them on the porch and said, I saw Nixie crying in the forest. She'd planned to make a lantern of my heart, but she found my heart was already taken. It's bad fortune to make Nixies cry, so Lady Lissa, would you go to the forest and give the heart you've taken to anyone who may need it more than you? You told me I was such a fool, and then you kissed me. For our wedding you invited your relatives, the old miller's widow and stupid Asel, the fisherman, out of pity I suspect, as no one else wanted to spend time around him. I invited frogs, wind, and the full moon. Brother Moon, I said, please be so kind as to share your light with everyone, for my bride tires of shining over this world alone. The frogs sang along with Asel, and you were more beautiful than the moon and more cheerful than the spring wind. Ari was about to turn 5, and Micah was just 4, and I'd spent a month dragging fish to the cliff and cursing a stupid wyvern who just wouldn't be lured. When I finally lured her, I chased her through the bushes, collecting her silver scales here and there after they fell. It wouldn't have been so hard to decorate our garden with those scales if I hadn't done it at night. Then the morning came, and our children went silent, their mouths agape. Hundreds of silver lights sparkled atop apple and cherry trees. I hid my scratched hands in my sleeves and scoffed. This isn't so special. You've never noticed before how the stars hide in the trees from the cunning sky cat? You looked at me without a word, but I could still hear your words in my mind. You're such a fool, Ivar. I love you. I don't remember how I came up with the story of the silver dragon. I came home late with a black grouse I'd shot and said, it was a hard fight. I just couldn't aim properly. This dragon kept peeping out from the clouds, blinding me with his shiny silver wings. You saw a real dragon, Dad? Not the whole dragon, no. You see, the only way to see the dragon is if two loving souls climb up the high cliff under a new moon hand in hand. At the time I wasn't thinking about how dark the night was or how steep the path to the top of the cliff was, especially for little feet, or how wet the rocks were after the rain. I was just looking at you, wishing it was us, two loving souls hand in hand, sneaking away up to the skies, as we did when we weren't that much older than Ari and Micah. The next morning you woke first, and it was you who found our children's beds empty. You said nothing to me then, not when we walked through the misty woods, not when we found Micah's doll at the start of the path leading to the cliff. You kept silent as I ascended from the chasm with Ari's body in my hands. You said nothing when Asel brought Micah's body, found further out at the lake shore near the cliff. You're such a fool, Ivar. You wag your tongue too much. It was just a story, another of your stupid fairy tales. How could it end this way? I'm so sorry, Lissa. Better you married the smith or the headman's son, or even stupid Asel, anyone but me. It's all my fault. Forgive me, please, and let me go. Today I'll go to the children's graves and... Before you is a pile of torn sheets of paper scribbled on in steady handwriting. The text is faded and almost unreadable. This house used to be neat and cozy once, but now looks almost abandoned and the door is shut tight. Oh, it's a sad story.
Enemy near.
I think the coolest thing I've done so far is
The end draws near.
giving Harem little buddy. Let's see here. We need lesser restoration, more than cure moderate. Oh, excuse me. So let's get some of these going. Collect our loot, and I'll be right back. What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me. This is Jay Dumont, coming to you directly from a day after, picking up the second half of episode 35. So we fought these tassel worms, and it looks like we've got some
I shall not
damage that took place. We will trek on until we have to rest. The corpse of a tall man lies torn apart on the shore. The man was probably an experienced fighter in life, but it didn't do him much good in the end. You notice a tuft of red fur clenched in the dead man's hand. Whoever killed this man, it seemed unlikely it was a tassel worm. Ooh, and a comma. But it's exotic. Talon of the Wise, +2 agile. The comma utters a high-pitched scream when swung. It is as sharp as the weapon's edge. Agile weapons are unusually well-balanced and responsive. A wielder with the weapon finesse feat can choose to apply her dex modifier to damage rolls with an agile weapon in place of her strength modifier. Unfortunately, we don't seem to have a lot of characters that would benefit from such a thing, as well as the fact it's an exotic weapon. Unless we made Octavia an Eldritch Scion. She would certainly benefit from it.
I'll go ahead.
So a tuft of red fur. This slope appears to just take us back up to here, so we won't do that.
The path is clear.
Continue to explore the village. A little hidden objects. Make sure Asirius, or should I say me, I am wearing the perception check. Gazir.
Tread lightly.
Hello, villager. If only I were a sorceress, I would have invented magic that makes cauldrons clean themselves then. That would be great magic. And I'm getting some choppy audio, so I'm going to have to restart my computer. This happens with this game for some reason. I will be right back. And I'm back. There shouldn't be any choppy audio from here on out. Villagers, how are you? The miller is like this, the smith is like this, but the headman isn't like this. Though he can be like this if he does like that. I'm not going to waste any effort remembering your name, Baron. You barons change every 6 months anyway. Oh, you've angered Marty the Mastodon with that quote. Walking villager. Hello. If only I were a sorceress. I would have already known you were going to say that. Fishing tackle is neatly packed and dry. It obviously hasn't been used recently. Oh, we have a lockbox. Fox is cunning, nice. Some butter, bless. Some goodies, fruits. Is that a lockbox? It is.
I did as you asked.
Well done. 3 silver eels, which are very expensive. A grilled silver eel recipe. Excellent. Let's learn it. We'll be eating silver eels. Never had an eel that I can recall in real life. I've heard they're good. Was vegan for a while there, you may have known. Not so much anymore. Lasted about a year. Alright, all you villagers are the same. Brevis. How about the young villager? My goat is such a dog, he puts the moves on the headman's mare. These fishing boats have seen better days. Looks like no one took them out in the lake today. More goodies.
I've spotted something.
Well done, Asirius. Oh, it's a lockbox, so let's just be extra cautious with this. Who has the guidance? You should have guidance. Put her there, pal.
Outdoor adventures are good for skin and body shape, but they just ruin the hair.
Oh, you're still beautiful, Octavia. Skin and body shape is all that matters to me. Welcome to Brevis's roadside shop. Judging from his accent and his fine clothes, this trader isn't from around here. What's causing all the fuss around here? You mean those fish jumping ashore? The trader frowns. These fools believe that thanks to their patron, the Silver Dragon, he supposedly decided to provide the villagers with a feast and sent them this gift. Idiots. I don't know the real reason those fish are jumping, but if it were me, I wouldn't get too close to those fish or that lake. Have you heard of a hunter named Ivar? The trader smirks. Sure have. He's a resourceful one to be sure. Made the whole area believe he's some chosen one, the spokesman for the Silver Dragon. The idiots around here listen to everything he says and do whatever he asks. Strange though. After this Ivar fellow came to the village with his sack of silver scales and his ridiculous stories about the Silver Dragon, things in the area started to change. There was this wolf pack used to cut through the local cattle like a housewife cuts through vegetables. After Ivar got here, the wolves won't even come close to the local cows. Same with the monsters in the woods. They don't take step one toward the village or its people. It's all pretty strange if you ask me. Very strange indeed. I'm surprised to see a trader in such a remote place. I usually buy hides from the local hunters, but sometimes they come up with some rather intriguing trophies. No wonder though, considering the number of different beasts living in these woods. These wares don't look like hunting trophies. They remind me more of some robber's loot. Succeeded. The trader's face goes blank. I'm sure I have no idea what you mean, Your Grace. This is all pretty standard trade around these parts. You know, totally unrelated, I just realized I haven't had an opportunity before to offer a donation to help support our barony. Valerie's lips purse with disdain. Those like him think anything can be bought, even laws and rulers. Why don't you start where you acquire these goods of yours? The trader glances at you suspiciously. Alright. There's a cave to the north. Some less than law-abiding fellows have taken up residence there. For being uncharitable, you could call them bandits. I sell things they've collected, but I never robbed anyone myself. You have my word of honor on that. Now you're trying to bribe me. If you ever think of going back to your old ways, you'll find yourself in some real trouble. Sure, yes, of course. The trader's voice rings with enthusiasm. Valerie glances pensively at you. Do you believe he will keep his word? Though on second thought, I know how convincing you can be. Can I see your wares, regardless? Be nice to see how much I have of these in my inventory. Do I need flour or milk? I've got milk. Do I need... got flour? I've got eggs. And I've got me some trout. To the north, you say? Then a hunting we will go. Oh, the Mastodon's gonna get that one. Good boy. Wand of Burning Hands. 800 gold coins. Can my man Ragongar use that? Yes, he can. caster level 4, 44 damage. Excellent. Unlocked box, more potion of aid, caster level 3, 1d8 plus 3, shield of faith, some more healing. Oh, there's Acel. What's up, buddy? A ruddy-faced villager waves to you cheerfully. Hello there, traveler. Good day to you. Good day to us all. The silver dragon himself turned the day into a feast for us. And why, you might ask? All because I forgot my fishing gloves at home. Who are you? I'm Acel, a fisherman. I mean, I was a fisherman when I did fishing. I don't fish now, so I guess I'm not a fisherman anymore. Acel frowns as he thinks about that paradox. Dragon feast? What's going on here? I'm telling you, I went fishing, but I left my fishing gloves at home. So I blistered my hands pulling out the nets. So I couldn't fish anymore. So I had to go hungry. Had to, but didn't. Because fish just started jumping out of the water. So our great dragon took care of me. He must have been watching, thinking, how will that poor sod Acel get by with blistered hands? How will he fish? What will he eat? How about I send some fish ashore for him? Now I think I'll never bring my fishing gloves again. So fish will always jump out of the lake on their own. It'll be great. Oh boy. Tell me more about your fish situation. Just go to the shore and see for yourself. They jump right out of the water. We can barely keep up with collecting and salting them. We made 3 barrels since the morning dawned. And our barrels are really big, not just any normal barrels. Fisher puffs out his chest. Tell me more about this dragon of yours. He's a huge dragon, a silver one. That's why he's called the Silver Dragon. He's very kind and always helps us. That lake is one of his footprints filled with water. That's how we got the lake. I've got one of his scales. It's my lucky charm. Fisher proudly holds out a scale held by a string around his neck. Ivar gave it to me. You can search around for him. Maybe he'll give you one too. Dragons that huge don't exist. Maybe not in other places. Maybe our dragon is one of a kind. The fisher's voice rings with pride. Have you ever seen this dragon with your own eyes? Sure did. Day before yesterday. 2 months ago too. Burvis the trader says I'm a fool and it was just a thundercloud, but you shouldn't listen to him. So what exactly has this dragon done to help you? He sent Ivar to us. Well, not sent, really. Ivar was here before, but he was only a hunter, not a dragon's voice. When Ivar became the dragon's voice, everything got better all at once. Most of the bandits disappeared from the road, monsters stopped attacking us in the woods, and wolves don't even take our cattle anymore. And now there's the fish to top it all. Yeah, the Silver Dragon is the best dragon ever. Enough about that for now. Let's talk about this hunter. Ivar, was it? Ivar, yes, he's a good fellow. Who is he? He's the dragon's voice. The Silver Dragon tells him things, then Ivar tells us. Like when the dragon chased the wolves from our herd. He told Ivar, and Ivar told us. And when he scared the monsters away so they wouldn't attack us, he told Ivar that too. We get all kinds of good news from Ivar. Something terrible happened to him, didn't it? The fisher frowns and looks away. Why'd you have to remind me of that? Ivar, he wasn't the dragon's voice before. He just used to live here in a house to the northwest. Used to go hunting and tell us all kinds of stories, like a real bard would. Had a family too, but then... Well, one night his kids ran away, tried to climb on top of the cliff in the middle of the night. It was a bad night, rainy and dark. They fell down. As far as anyone could tell, the boy probably slipped first, and the girl tried to help him, but she couldn't. She fell too, farther away. I helped search for them the next morning, then helped bury them. The fisher sighs heavily. Lissa, Ivar's wife, she got sick right after and never recovered. And Ivar, well, he went odd, and that's when the Silver Dragon started talking to him. That's enough about Ivar for now. Do you have any idea who I am? I'm your Baron. That's great, I think. You know what? You should talk to Ivar first. He can ask the Silver Dragon's opinion on the greatness of that. Ivar's an important person here, and the dragon is even more important. What if he doesn't want some strange baron baroning around here? I'm just here to rid the world of one more utter fool. No, let's talk later there, buddy. But hopefully not. Getcha my drift. Alright, the bandit cave was north, but I want to explore more of the surrounding area. Collect the local herbs here in the chilly winter season. What is this? Token of the Dryad. Who is this? Lyca. Hello, Lyca. You're a Nixie. A Nixie, slim and disheveled, is sobbing. Noticing strangers, she flinches. Not again! What are you doing here? What do you want? Go away. If my family sees you, you're as good as dead, I promise. Why are you crying? The Nixie hides her face in her hands. My family kicked me out, all because of what I did to that stupid boat. Everyone was furious when the evil box fell in the lake, but I was just trying to do the right thing. I'm no enemy to the Fae. If you were an enemy, you'd just be a few bubbles on the lake's surface by now. But here I am, see? Still standing and talking with you. The Nixie sobs again and rubs her eyes with her palm. What's your name? I'm Lyca. This lake is our home, though we've let other people live around here too. Oh, we never should have done that. We should have chased those foolish bumpkins away as soon as they started building their houses here. Now they've brought disaster down on us all. You shouldn't have threatened me, beast. Can you tell me what happened? Those men brought trouble. The ones from the big boat. They came from the Tours of Lebanese and brought that scary box with them. Even the fish in the lake could tell that box was very, very evil. But those fools on the boat just laughed, bowing to the box, calling themselves Charon's Chosen or something. They claimed he'd reward them soon. I was the one who rewarded them, though. I made them crash that big boat against the foot of the high cliff and sink themselves. Tours of Lebanese are a towering mountain range thrusting skyward as if created by some terrible upheaval. On the western side, the Tours feature sharp cliffs and escarpments, while the eastern side shores more gradual, gentle ascents to the summit. Those attempting to ascend from the east, though, will find the way dotted with pits, valleys, ravines, and tarns, making the way quite treacherous. A vast system of caves, honeycombs, beneath the Tours, and adventurers returning from the depths bring cautionary tales of wyverns, enormous blind snakes, and poisonous stones. Odder yet are the tales of enormous carvings and cave art seemingly made by the hands of impossibly sized artists. And I think the Tours of Lebanese are somewhere around here. What did you say? Charon? That is bad, very bad. Harem frowns, tugging on his beard. An ancient, even evil deity. I thought only historians would remember him now. If he still has an active cult these days, Charon is the horseman of death, an ancient and possibly the most powerful archdemon of Abaddon. He's the lord of the river Styx and the ferryman for lost souls. Did you drown those travelers? Yes, that was the last anyone saw of them. The evil box sunk too, the Nixie sobs. If I hadn't done it, they'd have opened the box, you understand? Then something terrible would have happened. What's in the box? How should I know? I just know the box is evil. Everyone but the stupid humans can sense it. Fish started jumping ashore after the box fell in the lake. Wolves took their hunting up north to get away from it. And the humans wanted to open it. First the ones from the boat, and now the other ones came for it. You said someone's trying to open the box again. Who is it? More strangers. They hid in the cave near the lake. They've been using hooks and big nets to try to retrieve the box. It's a treasure, that's what they say. How can that thing be a treasure? It's a huge scary box that has a picture of a one-eyed skull with a coin on it. I don't know where it came from, but I know it's somewhere I'd never want to visit. I can help you. The Nixie looks at you timidly. You look really strong. Can you do something about that evil box, maybe? I just wish it would disappear. Then all the other Nixies would forgive me and stop being angry at the humans. Creatures like you don't deserve my help. I'll help if I can. Nixie jumps with excitement. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Just be careful, please. That box is so creepy. Aw, Nixies are cute. I think we've explored that way, yeah. Dire boars, nothing for our adventurous team. Mess him up. Oof. Marty dealt 26 damage. So what is Marty looking like? Look at that strength. And that constitution. He is, oh my goodness. With 29 AC. He's got a negative level though, for some reason. Was he hit with some dire spell? I think we fought something that did negative levels. Fish. Some unknown power made entire schools of fish jump ashore. Some of the fish are already dead, but others twitch, their eyes bulging, their mouths opening and closing silently, as if out of desperation and horror. Yeah, I'd say that box is pretty evil. Oh no. I hate these things. Marty.
I'm not afraid.
Well, neither am I, but I just don't like them. Oh, there's a lot of them. Yeah, they do that constitution damage and everything. That's why we shouldn't fight them, like, ridiculously. Which I just did. Ragongar just died, and I haven't quick-saved in 18 years. Oh, are you kidding me? I apologize. I'm gonna turn on Death's Door, I think.
My strength betrays me.
Yeah, it does, bro. It definitely betrays you. And if they die because of my stupidity with Death's Door, and I don't take care of them in time, then that's my own fault. I'll try to do this as quickly as possible. Marty will gather the goods. Oh, foolish.
I need to catch my breath.
Ragongar's fatigued too, and I approached that battle so stupidly. I'm just here in a good mood. Alright, where's Brevis and Butthead?
I'll go ahead.
Alright, let's go through the Brevis stuff. Fuss, Ivar, Bong, 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 Bong. Marty the Mastodon chooses to go that way to get that. All done, Marty. Oh, he was responding to me. I don't know why I figured this area was just free to blow with the Calicos and the Navajos. That's just the way this player knows anything goes. But no. This is dangerous territory, man. I got a quick save. That didn't take too long. We're just about back to where we are. Go up here, grab the Nixie. Just remember, don't try to give a Fae a hug. Don't like that kind of thing. Even if they are cute little characters. And we're back. So that took about
I need to
a
catch
minute and a half, maybe. Alright, so I guess we should rest then. Can't camp with there's enemies nearby. Let's get some of these tassel worms over here, I think they were. Or dire boars. Alright, get them.
A solid plan.
Maybe he's a level behind because I took a level of cleric with harem.
My strength betrays me.
Yeah, we know that full and well, Ragongar. Marty found that funny. Alright, so Ragongar's intimidating posture can keep enemies away, I guess. You know what? Maintain... No, you hunt. Wait. You maintain your armor. You hunt. Don't worry about camouflage. And we'll cook fish on a stick because I don't mind being attacked. Don't use rations, okay?
It's good you're with us, Valerie. You're like a mighty oak we can lean our backs against. Oh, but I didn't mean you're thick-headed. Or thick any other way. Oh no, I put my foot in my mouth again.
It's all right. I understand your good intentions. I'm glad to be here for my friends.
And we spoiled the fish on a stick. Bandits. Take the XP and the loot. Yeah, and a ring of protection. Not bad. Now let's finish our resting. 1 more hour. Beautiful. So that's another little trick. Shout out to Cash Pearl on RPG Watch. Gave me that little trick.
Tread lightly.
Sometimes you want enemies to attack you.
Where's your
Ragongar. Throw a fireball in this general vicinity. Oh, nicely done.
Tear them apart! Aim carefully.
Picturesque. Dang, worms. Always swallowing gems. Unless that's somehow embedded in them or something. A fat, tasty looking fish from Silverstep Lake. I'll take it. Some unknown power made entire. Yep, we know about that. Buried cave somewhere up here. Aha. It's trapped.
The end draws near.
The end of this trap, harem.
Grotus awaits us.
Chill, homie.
Outdoor adventures are good for skin and body shape, but they just ruin the hair.
I don't know what that was about. Maybe our perception check succeeded in finding their cave. More little goodies. Valerie runs toward it, we know it's not locked, so that's how I've been. These are all very useful items. Oh!
I did as you asked.
Well done. These boats were obviously pulled ashore recently. Inside them are hooks, pivots, and other tools that be needed to recover things from under the water. More goodies.
Let us be careful.
Too bad the Macedon doesn't show up down here. He does have Overrun, Trample. You can attempt to run over your target, trampling them underfoot. If your maneuver is successful, you'll move through the target space and deal damage to it. If your attack succeeds your opponent's combat maneuver defense by 5 or more, you move through the target space, deal damage to it, and the target is knocked prone. If your attempt fails, you halt in the space directly in front of the opponent or the nearest unoccupied space. Sweet. And he's got a power attack, even better. Can we go up this way? Can. They're not hostile, strangely enough. I'll be damned, that beast again! A beast again? No, these are new strangers. I bet they want to take away our loot. They're messing with the wrong men.
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Of course it matters, you fool.
Repent!
My skills exceed yours.
I don't think we need anything special here. Harem can bless up the party. I think that'll be sufficient.
I've spotted something.
Good eyes, Sirius. And good eyes. That was Valerie. Spotted that somehow. Guess it was pretty out in the open. Oh, quick save after. Oh, can I save during combat? Quick save, and I will be RB yet again. And I'm back. Marty is happy about that. Alright, let's see what these bandits were carrying. Skull protection from cold, another eel. These were pretty well armed bandits.
I'm listening.
Cypress Queen's Quill. This once belonged to an ancient fae. An expert in antiquities may find it interesting. Octavia. Hold.
Yes, I'm
Harem can give some guidance.
I won't let you down.
Good, I hope not. Scimitar. Slicer. The scimitar has numerous runes, some of which have no magic in them. It seems the creator of the weapon engraved them only to inform the successors of the intricacies of the inner workings of the item. +2. When you have a touch spell charge, the weapon's enhancement bonus is +2 better than its actual bonus. His attack goes down, his damage goes down a bit, his critical goes up. Let him use that for now. Whoa. Aid, bark skin, displacement, heroism, enlarged person, shield of faith. Alright, so I have a feeling, well, I kind of know what's going to happen, but
The path is clear.
Water and sludge still drip from this huge stone block, which has obviously been dredged from the lake bottom recently. Upon closer examination, looks like a huge chest, or rather a sarcophagus. One side bears an engraved symbol, a skull with a single eye socket, and the eye socket is covered with a coin. Let's examine the exterior of the sarcophagus. Failed. The only thing about this sarcophagus you can say for certain is it was made to hold a huge corpse, perhaps an ogre or giant. Search for signs of magic on the sarcophagus. Detect magic. Magic presence here is obvious. You can sense powerful necromancy energies, but can't figure out the specific spells in use here. Search for a keyhole or easier means to open this sarcophagus. Failed. There doesn't seem to be anything remarkable about the sarcophagus, nor does there seem to be an easy way to open it. Strength to pry the lid off with a crowbar, which we have. Failed. You struggle with the crowbar, but after several tries it's useless. The lid doesn't budge. Well, we can open the sarcophagus by any means, even cracking it open, no matter how long it takes. After many desperate tries, a broken hammer, and a sore back and soldiers, you manage to crack the lid of the sarcophagus. A horrid smell wafts forth, corpse rot. But at least you've opened it. Your triumph is short-lived, however. You freeze as you hear something stir within the sarcophagus, something heavy. A heartbeat later, a huge rotting hand curls around the crack you've made and locks around the edge. This is quickly followed by the scraping of stone as the hand begins to force the lid open the rest of the way. Oh boy.
Enemy near.
Zombies and zombie lords.
Your life ebbs low.
Damage the undead. Rage. You become a stalwart defender. Where are you? You get lucky. I think if we kill it, all the zombies will go down too. Go attack him anyway. Use your 1 minute arcane weapon enhancement. Tavia, you vanish. You come down here and deal with... No, Harem is gonna damage the undead. You come up here. Are we all in fear? Oh boy. Harem.
Won't kill me!
Fear, Harem.
Could be worse. There will be. Definitely will be.
Down goes Harem. Everyone else is in fear.
The weak suffer. I endure.
Wow. Oh my gosh, he's just chopping through our ranks. Alright.
The end draws near.
Can't bless us again? Yes, you can. Get a blast going. Intelligence. Gongar.
Here I am. See?
Enlarge yourself.
Don't hesitate.
Reduce yourself.
The road awaits.
Cast your bark skin on her. Cast your heroism on Amiri.
Patience.
What you want?
We should prepare.
Cast it on Valerie too. Alright. Quick save. Let's another try. Go through the. Alright, now we succeeded the check. The engraving on the side of the sarcophagus resembles the symbol of Charon, the Horseman of Death. Charon's symbol usually has 2 eye sockets, each covered by a coin, while the symbol here has only 1. There's nothing more you can tell about the sarcophagus except that it's ancient. Tech magic. Let's search for a keyhole. Succeeded. You have no idea where the sarcophagus came from, but you know enough about enchantments to know there must be an easy way to open it. Experimenting with the engravings of various combinations, you discover when you press your finger against the skull symbol with your hand on the lid, the cover slides aside easily. Your triumph is short-lived, however. As the lid slides open, there's the sound of something huge stirring within the sarcophagus. You hear a rattling whistle-like air push through a leaky bellows, and scraps of flesh fly from the sarcophagus. Whatever's inside is huge, angry, and far from dead. And Harem should have used Remove Fear. Which he can still use now. She can Rage. She can Stalwart Defender. He can do that. She can cast Haste. Boom. Alright, so as a swift action for Ragongar, let's just enchant his weapon. I'm still getting him. Let's hit him with some Scorching Ray. Should be a normal attack, right? Oh, he got an attack of opportunity off. Got him. Have the zombies gone? No. Still have zombies to deal with. So how do I use Spell Strike with him? Oh, he's dead. Zombie. 12 o'clock.
I see something!
Octavia, in her panic state, sees something. Nice. Alright, combat's over. Ragongar suffered a critical wound. So now if he dies again, we're gonna hang on to that. I mean, we're gonna roll with that. Red zombie Cyclops had something. He shouldn't have taken an attack of opportunity though. I thought that was going to be... Pile of notes. I thought that would be his spell combat. I'm not going to reload now. Not gonna say it out first. No, I'm not gonna say it out loud. The chief would rip me a new one if he heard me, but I think it's time to hit the road. Silverstep is cursed. Look, just yesterday I saw a boat sailing in the lake, a big one, kind with a big sail, and there were a bunch of people on board around some big box or chest or something. All of a sudden, the steersman spins the wheel and rams the boat right against the rocks. The wreck went down at that cliff not far from our cave. The people jumped out and tried to swim for shore, but they just froze in place and sank under without a sound. One got close enough I could see his face, a mask of terror I can't even begin to describe. Yelled something about Charon, went pale, froze like the others, and pop. That was the last I saw of him. Sure, there are plenty of nasty beasts around, but this was something else. I trust my instincts, and they're screaming at me loud as can be to get out while we still can. If we don't, we're all gonna die. Second note. Cut the whining, bud. There's a wrecked boat and you say we should run. I say we go take a look. Might be there's some valuables in the wreckage. Third note. Now you've done it. Chief found out about the boat and the chest, and now all he talks about is looking for treasure. He's gonna have the others out searching for it, poking around the lake bed with hooks, and at night of all things, so the locals don't notice. I'm telling you, no good will come of this. These woods give me the creeps, and they're even worse at night. Day before yesterday, I was on my way back to the cave and heard a noise behind me. Turned around and saw two glowing eyes staring at me from the woods. Imagine it, the fir grove in the dark and just two blazing embers in the night. I don't know what it was and I don't want to. I'm just glad it disappeared as soon as I saw it. Fourth note. While you were busy being scared of that wolf or runaway kitty or whatever it was, I found that box. It's just sitting there, all that precious treasure right on the lake bed. It's not even that far from shore. We're fishing it out tomorrow. Fifth note. Are you serious? I swear if we don't get out of here before that box is out of the water, something terrible is going to happen. Sixth note. Look, the beast that attacked the cave was scary, sure, but we gave it hell, didn't we? And when the chief set it on fire, it ran off, didn't it? Howled so loud I thought my head would explode, but we came out fine. No, I think I'm going to stay. I bet that box is full of treasure. And as for the beast and those drowned men of yours, well, this profession's all about taking risks, right? Seventh note. There's risk, then there's whatever this is. No, when the chief goes out to get that box, I'm going to show my heels. Farewell, pal. Life is long. Maybe we'll meet again someday if we play our cards right. Oh, you'll meet again in the underworld of death. Great Axe +1. I don't see anyone apparently who could use that. Octavia, get in the circle.
Grouches awaits us.
So that was my own fault for getting Ragangar killed. I could have easily cast Remove Fear before the battle. But I am going to turn on Death's Door because while you're out adventuring, it seems like an interesting mechanic because then you can, you can't cure that unless you go back and heal at the capital. So that's just what we're going to do here.
A solid plan.
Slice through them like hot butter. Man. Macedon dealt 45 damage to the wolf. Alright, let's go find that Fae and tell her the deed has been done. The lake is now a safe place to swim. And her family can stop hating her. Lika. You're back. Did you take care of that box? The problem is solved. There was a monster in the box, a Cyclops, but he's dead now. Nixie throws her hands up in joy. You did it! I have to tell my family as soon as possible. Once I tell them what you did, they'll understand that not all strangers are bad. A Cyclops, huh? I doubt any of us could have dealt with that. I'd say you earned yourself a reward. 300 XP, gold ring, paradox, 647 gold coins. Sweet. We can cross that task off our list. Let's explore the rest of this map. Guess that was just a little mini side quest here. I don't think there's anyone else to really report to. Oh dang, a Hydra.
Here.
Oh no, and what's that? I didn't quick save. Oh no. It's an evil fae, it's a Nereid. It does not like us, and it's summoning water elementals. Oh no. Quickly kill the Nereid. Oh, I hit them with a Bane. We didn't even haste the party. Haste the Mastodon. Are you out of luck? No, you've got some luck.
Could be worse, and will be. Definitely will be.
Come on, get that Nereid quickly, and the summon will disappear. Man, gotta be careful in these parts. Let's see if the Hydras weren't bad enough. Worry about evil fae. Scroll of protection from electricity. All allies. What's our problem?
Yes, I'm still here.
Oh, that's about useless. Good enough. Check that Nereid's hideout.
Requires your attention.
What does? This does?
Who will prevail?
The rocks are moved from their usual places. What?
Let us strike as one.
Oh no. This is bad. Oh, this is bad.
This is for you.
Essie, I can't keep this up much longer. Avenge me.
Weak sucker.
Oh, he's dead for good. What was that about the rocks were moved or something? The rocks are moved from their usual places if something very huge and extremely strong used to walk here. Some piece of fish innards could be seen on the ground. Why? Sorry, Ragongar. Ivar, why didn't you help us there, buddy? A tall red-headed man dressed in hunter's clothes is balancing at the brink of this cliff. One wrong move and he'll fall into the chasm. Stop, what are you doing? Oh no, not at all. Many would like to silence the dragon's voice. I won't give them the pleasure. The redhead turns around and nods. Your Grace? Care to tell me who you are? Well, it would be rude not to introduce myself. My name is Ivar. The red-headed man watches you closely but makes no move to run or draw his weapons. If you pass through the village, you must have heard rumors about me. Once I used to be a simple hunter, but now I keep the peace in this region by order of their lord, the Silver Dragon. So you're the dragon's voice, right? That's what people call me. The red-headed man smiles slightly. These lands are under protection of the Silver Dragon, and I'm his most trusted servant. May I have an audience with this Lord Dragon of yours? He smiles slightly. You waste your time. I cannot be bought with gold, a maiden's kiss, or magic. Even if you were to try, and you're welcome to, the dragon won't speak to anyone but me. You know who I am? I know everything that happens in the village and for leagues around. Of course I was aware of your arrival. Such a prestigious guest striding into our lands. I'm not hiding my identity. In fact, I've nothing... Oh. I'll take that as a compliment. Just don't take it as flattery. He scoffs, but there's no malice in it. Bootlicking the highborn, never one of my habits. Is your house south of here? It's mine, so what? I know about your family. I'm sorry for your loss. I don't look for sympathy and don't expect it. Ivar falls silent for a moment and looks away. Besides, I don't deserve it. We'll talk another time. Bye. Why are you so sure that this another time will happen? I won't stay here long. There's an old saying, sluggish wolf soon starves. Alright then, let me ask you a few more questions. And they are... I learned what I wanted. Farewell. Let's see what this Nereid was hiding. So we're gonna have to travel without Ragongar for now, and that wyvern was tough, man, and we didn't really make a great effort to help ourselves there. I should have cast some spells and whatnot. I'll have to do for now. With one more Rodrigo Torios from you, though. Pretty much heavily damaged. Aha. The Nereid's secret Dryad token.
I found something interesting.
A way to cross the ravine.
I'm not afraid.
Repent!
Oh, you can stop using Snowball now. Acid Splash. Or your bow. Whatever. Booyah, what was this here? The howling of hungry wolves in the distance. So we've played this map pretty poorly thus far.
The path is clear.
It's all good.
Oh, look!
Perception. Come, frogs. Is that? I thought I heard something. Is that another Nereid? Quickly! Oh no! Summon Monster 3. Monitor Lizard. No. Use your arcane bond here. There, she gets that back. Now. Cast haste. Come on. Oh, down goes the Mastodon. Not good. She's almost dead. Got her. Mastodon suffered a crippling wound, and he's all bloody.
Likely.
Haha, that's pretty cool. Summon Monster 4. I want to consider resting and using some rations because we're going to head back to the capital. We don't have to cross the ravine, we've crossed it. Oh, there's enemies nearby? Where are these enemies? Wargs. Man, this level is loaded with
requires your attention.
nasties. I didn't do that perception check that was down here.
Completed.
The bark fallen off the tree indicates that someone ran along the trunk with amazing agility. On the other side of the tree trunk you can see human footprints. They lead north. Okay. Where does the Nereid swamp lead? Oh, hello. Octavia, don't let us down.
I did as you asked.
Took a risk. Unidentified light shield. Light shield +2. Give that to him. Less arcane spell failure. Oh, wargs, right.
What for Gorum?
I'll fight if I have to.
Oh, this is stupid. This is terrible.
Tear them apart!
This is terrible. Down goes the Mastodon.
I feel faint.
Oh, this is bad.
Learn from my mistake.
Oh, it's gonna be game over, right? This map is hard.
Done.
More footprints leading north. Oddly, they look bigger now and have a slightly different shape. Let's just rest. Let's use rations. And let's at least camouflage here.
Amiri, I know you must understand that death is inevitable. And eventually, you will have to face it.
Are you going to babble on about Brodus again? Do you see that rock? Go and hit your head on it, or I will.
Tell him, Amiri. It's with this formation that puts him back there. You get up there.
Done.
Footprints lead to an inconspicuous animal path that leads deeper into the woods. Our Mastodon wanted to grab that one. So his silver dragon tail seemed to be just a wyvern, and one that he couldn't kill. Either that or he was in league with it. He didn't seem to help us fight it at all. So are we heading deeper? We're heading deeper. After this, I'm just gonna head back to the capital. I believe dead characters still get XP. A long slope clearing. Despite the merry birdsong and chirping of grasshoppers, this place is far from welcoming. An uneasy chill hangs in the air, tinged with the smell of rot. I guess this was the deeper into the woods area. Just opened up.
I'll go ahead.
Wow. Lots of stuff. Alpha Warg.
The path is clear. Enemy near.
Let us
Whoa.
strike as one.
Oh, they're all coming. I don't think they'd all come.
I die.
Spam that. Boom.
Justice.
Ready and willing.
She killed it with a snowball. Even though I wasn't intending that.
Let us bide our time.
Oxy, yas, ha, e, riveting. Esmo, oxy, yas, so, hi, esmo, oxy, yas. So, hi,
So the wolves
Tread lightly.
headed up this way. Awful work.
Let us be careful.
And Ivar. I don't like where this is leading.
You can count on me.
I am your shield.
Two small graves hide at the foot of the rock. Wooden grave markers, whittled and painted with loving care, are placed at the top of both. So, Ivar. Don't come closer. Don't! How can I stop it? It's too strong. Too strong.
I'm not afraid.
Well, I'm glad you're not, but I'm kind of afraid.
A solid plan.
And down goes the Mastodon. Oh no, Valerie died for good. And it's about to be game over.
I die. Free.
Wow.
Oh, sorry. Was lost in thought.
What other buffs do we possibly have? I mean... not many.
I'll go ahead.
Let's come down here. Mary, you gonna come?
Here.
Marty, you're the fastest one out of us. Talk to Ivar. Alright. Alright.
You can count on me.
Alrighty, get the heck out of there.
Blood for Golem!
Rage. Get lucky. You pelt this thing with snowballs. Werewolf's body, powerful body shrinks and contorts. The beastly features transform into the face of Ivar the Hunter. There are deep wounds all over his body. So this is how it finally ends. Tell me the truth about what happened to you. Let it be my last fairy tale then. Once upon a time there lived a stupid young hunter named Ivar. He loved his family, his wife, his son, his little daughter, very much. He also loved making up fairy tales for his children. But one night he came up with a foolish story, one about a silver dragon that can only be spotted if you climb to the top of a high cliff as the new moon rises. That very night the children snuck out of the house and their bodies were found at the base of the cliff the next morning. His poor wife's heart couldn't bear the loss. Lissa, she was gone soon after. So Ivar cursed himself, cursed his own blabbering tongue and reckless mind. Standing near the graves of his family, he could only mutter to himself over and over, "I'm a monster, I'm a monster." Then he felt the self-inflicted curse begin to melt him from the inside, burning him, turning him into a beast. He became a werewolf, swore to protect the village to honor the memory of Lissa and his children. He wanted to serve people, to bring them good instead of evil, at least once. Anger and pain invited a beast soul into a human heart? Huh, when I was a kid, the old crones talked about something like this. I thought it was just a fairy tale, though. Why not work for me? Lay down the title of Dragon's Voice and become the Baron's voice for the people. Sorry, Baron, but no. I'm not interested in working for anyone else. Besides, the village would never accept me if they learned who I really am. So please, just finish me off or let me go. The choice is yours. So how exactly did you serve people? There's always someone trying to take from the villagers, be it their property or their lives. Many's the villain who's become food for worms in the nearby woods. The only danger I haven't gained much ground against is a gang holed up in a nearby cave. I started hunting them, but it seems I've run out of time to finish the job. Ivar's tone is bitter as he looks away. Tell me about this gang. Planning a visit, Ivar smirks. The gang's not big, but they're well trained. They're very familiar with the woods around here. They've made a den in one of the caves to the west near the lake. It isn't far. Were I to spare you, what would you do? Ivar's brow furrows. I stopped looking to the future long ago, but I don't think I belong here anymore, especially if people discovered the truth. Were you to spare my life, I'd leave. Leave and try to find a new reason to live. Enough, Ivar. I've heard what I need. I won't kill you. Ivar stands holding the wound on his side. I was not expecting mercy, but I'm certainly grateful for it. Octavia is shaking slightly after all that's happened. Thank you for giving him a chance. I hear there's a cure for lycanthropy. Good luck to you, Ivar. Go, try to forgive yourself if you can. Ivar bows slightly and then winces in pain. A word in parting, if I may, Baron. Consider it my werewolf instincts talking. I can tell you'll be the subject of stories and legends yourself soon, and I'm sure they'll be told far and wide across the land. Now whether they'll be tales of terror or of hope, well, that will be up to you. Oh, but now to see what's back here, we have to cross our own sticky web again. Ivar's trapped in the web. There he goes. Let's go. No, everyone shouldn't go. That was stupid, but... Can't dig up the graves for loot. It's terrible.
The path is clear.
Path is clear except for that web. Harem, you go down this way.
I'm listening.
Good job, Harem. Good job, Amiri.
Tread lightly.
Bloodstained mastodon on our hands. Others are bloodstained as well, like Harem.
Rotus awaits us.
Use some scrolls that we've picked up. Wipe that blood off yourself. Cool, so I think that's where I'm going to end episode 35. And play a bit more and continue on in the next one. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the viewership. Leave me a comment if you like it. Press the like button. And we'll see if this Let's Play can reach 100 episodes like some Let's Plays that didn't quite get there on my old channel, but I had recorded hundreds of episodes, but it's neither here nor there. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody. Alright, what's up, everybody? I apologize if there's some choppy audio in this video. I have to restart my computer. Happens sometimes with this game. But I just wanted to make this quick video for people who have been saying that the game doesn't give you enough time to explore because of the kingdom management and stuff like that. So don't mind my party, we're pretty beat up, and I don't want to spoil my Let's Play, but party's pretty beat up right now. I have Death's Door on. It's 12 Chthona, 12th month, 4710. I'm out adventuring probably until the 20th. I don't really have anything to do with the capital right now, and here's what I've uncovered so far off the map. So I'll just go and show some areas. Pretty much all these areas I've cleared. I haven't been in the Lonely Barrow yet. I'm going to come up this way soon. And by the way, I'm between Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 didn't really start yet. At least none of the important events started. I even came down here and explored. You know, I was over here. I even went all the way out here. And there's some areas out here that are just too tough right now. But I explored a lot out here in the dire Gnarl Marshes. Still some areas to peek in when I'm back in that area. But as you can see, I've uncovered a ton of the map, and at the kingdom there's really nothing that important to do. No events are piling up. Chapter 3 hasn't really started yet. I'm just out exploring the world. You know, I might poke down here a little bit more. Come around here. I won't head over there yet, but I'll probably come up here. And yeah, I've cleared all these maps. So my technique, if anyone's interested, I'll make sure everything's taken care of at the kingdom first. From like the first few days of the month. And say I want to level up some project advisor, I'll do that. 14 days will pass, it'll be the middle of the month. I'll set my events, take care of anything, and then I'll just go explore. And say an event takes 10 days for it to complete, and the other events take 14 and 11. So I figure I'll come back in about 10 days. So I just set out with the mindset I have 10 days to explore. So I try to limit my resting a bit. I use scrolls and potions and stuff, and then I just go and explore. And you know, I've even come all the way down here, and pretty much 90% of these maps I've actually cleared. There's a few here that are impossible to clear at my level. Over here in the Dire Gnome Marches, it's pretty tough. Can't really get over here yet because there's an event that pops up. I won't spoil anything. Maybe some stuff up here, but I did actually run low on supplies and had to head back, so I might come up there. But even if I come all the way over here, it's gonna take 2 days, so I have like, I'm gonna return on like the 20th. So I have plenty of time to even pop over here, finish this out. So I don't really understand the complaint that the game doesn't give you enough time to explore. You know, I've done most of the side quests. I don't want to get into that for spoilers of my Let's Play. You know, I'm going to peek around over here a little bit. And I have 10 days, and I try to manage that. So when I come back in 10 days, I'll see how the events went. I'll do any building. I've also claimed a few different areas. I'll do any building that needs to be done. Do any events that pop up. Set those, and then I'm off adventuring again. So you can see I cleared a large swath of the map. With plenty of time left to do more, and then even, you know, it's another 10 days maybe that I can explore. There's nothing urgent happening at the kingdom right now. So, you know, it's possible to do, you just have to figure it out. It's tricky. You know, I've even come all the way over here. Didn't come down here, but even if I go here, 2 days, 15 hours, so that would leave me plenty of time. Right now I have to head back to the capital because I'm pretty beat up. But yeah, so that's all I wanted to show, is that it is possible to explore and enjoy and clear the maps. You know, I cleared the ancient mine and stuff, and the walled stones. Haven't been here yet. But I've cleared these 2 areas. So, it's possible, just a little bit tricky. And you know, you kind of have to go there when you're in the area, and when you're kind of doing a quest. So while I was down here, dealing with certain things, you know, I would make a note to come back and explore more. And then I said, well, I'm just going to explore the Camelands, and I came down here and just went through all these areas and just explored. So it's definitely possible if you can figure out how to manage it with the kingdom management. It can be a little tricky, takes some getting used to, but I just wanted to show that it is possible. And I'm between chapters 2 and 3 again. Chapter 3 didn't really even officially start. There's no danger or anything going on. It's just exploration and kingdom building time. So, alright, I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully this didn't spoil too much of my Let's Play. Thanks for watching. Keep the faith strong. If you're playing Kingmaker, it can be done. And I'm playing on challenging, by the way, which is probably why my crew is all bloodied up and beaten and battered. Alright, see you guys in the next video. Check out my Let's Play if you'd like. Peace out, everyone.